Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Karthik. So today the topic is all about passing with precision. That is a recursive descent algorithm. These are the contents which I would discuss about. The introduction, what is recursive descent parser, algorithm for recursive descent parser, and an example for it, the advantages of recursive descent parser, and then the conclusion. Introduction. A recursive descent parser is a type of parsing technique used in programming languages, and it is an essential tool for any programmer who wants to write efficient and error-free code. Basically, it helps us analyze and understand the structure of a program so we can identify any errors or issues and fix them quickly. What is recursive descent parser? It is a top-down parser technique that starts with the highest level of the grammar and recursively breaks down the input into smaller pieces until the entire input has been parsed. In other words, a recursive descent parser is a method for analyzing the structure of a string of tokens in order to determine whether it conforms to a specified syntax or grammar. It is commonly used in programming languages to parse a code and ensure that it is syntactically correct. Algorithm for recursive descent parser. The algorithm for a recursive descent parser is a top-down parsing technique that uses a set of mutually recursive procedures to recognize the input string. The parser starts with the start symbol of the grammar and recursively expands each non-terminal symbol until it reaches a terminal symbol. This process is repeated until the entire input string has been parsed. To implement a recursive descent parser, we need to define a set of procedures, one of each non-terminal symbol in the grammar. Each procedure corresponds to a production rule in the grammar and is responsible for recognizing the corresponding non-terminal symbols in the input string. The procedure then recursively calls itself to expand an non-terminal symbols in the right hand side of the production rule. Let's take a look at an example of a recursive descent parser in action. We will use a simple programming language to demonstrate the process of parsing a code snippet. Consider the following code snippet. If x is greater than 0, then y equals 2 multiples x plus 1. Else y equals x divides 2. To parse this code using a recursive descent parser, we could start with the highest level rule, which is the if statement. We could then recursively parse each subrule, such as the comparison operator, the arithmetic expression, and the assign operator. Finally, we would arrive at the lowest level rules, which are the variables x and y and the constants 0, 1, and 2. As we parse each subrule, we would build a syntax tree that represents the structure of the code. This tree can then be used for further analysis or transformation of the code. Finally, the recursive descent parser provides a powerful and flexible tool for parsing code in a variety of programming languages. One of the key advantages of using a recursive descent parser in programming is its simplicity, unlike other parsing techniques such as LR parsers, which can be complex and difficult to implement. Recursive descent parsers are relatively easy to understand and code. This makes them an attractive option for developers who want to quickly build parsers without getting bogged down in complicated algorithms. Another advantage of this parser technique is their flexibility. Because they are based on top-down approach, they can be easily modified to handle new grammar rules or languages. This means that developers can use the same basic parser framework for multiple projects, saving time and effort in the long run. We could conclude the recursive descent parser by understanding how we learned that this technique is powerful for parsing code in programming languages. By breaking down complex syntax into smaller, more manageable parts, it allows developers to write more efficient and error-free code. We have also seen how the algorithm for a recursive descent parser works step by step and how it can be used to parse a code in a simple programming language. Additionally, we discussed the advantages of using this parser technique, such as its simplicity and flexibility. Overall, the use of recursive descent parser can greatly improve the quality and efficiency of code in programming. As you continue to develop your skills in programming, consider incorporating this technique into your workflow to streamline your coding process and create better software. So this is all about the algorithm of recursive descent parser and its advantages and an example of this. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.